What does being part of a team mean to you? And based on your experience, what does good teamwork look like for you?
So when I think of a team, I think of, a group of individuals coming together to achieve a common goal through a set of, shared beliefs and ideals. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. This is weird. But when I look back on the teams I've been a part of, I think of the difference between the good and bad teams are the relationships that we developed along the way. When I think of the good teams, I don't think of, all the wins and losses, the statistics, the goals. I think of the memories that we built together and the relationships that we developed together. So I think at the end of the day, the difference between good and bad teams are the relationships that you develop between your teammates and anyone a part of the team. So I think that's what separates good and bad teams.
Awesome. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I would like to have established myself in a company and gained experience that will help me transition into a more management position. I think that I've been able to be a leader or had the opportunity to be in a leadership role on teams throughout my hockey career. And I think that in that time, I developed some, leadership skills. I learned how to lead and also how to be led. So I think that throughout with the mentors and coaches I have, I would be in a good spot as I gain experience to be in a more management position.
Okay, wonderful. Can you tell me about a time that you had to adapt to change?
So I would say after our sophomore year season at St. Lawrence, we had a terrible freshman year, even worse sophomore year, and our whole coaching staff got fired. Coaches, athletic trainer, athletic director. So we were kind of in limbo our spring, and spring is kind of the time when we, get to the grindstone, work out every day, prepare for the next season. We kind of we came to realize that some guys are going to take advantage of it, just kind of do the bare minimum day to day through the semester and, take advantage of it. So me and my roommate at the time, we were sophomores. We kind of got together with two of the other older guys and sat down. We're like, hey, if this is what's going to happen, we're just going to have a repeat of the next 2 seasons. So we got together and held a team meeting and said, if you guys want to be passengers, we don't know what your role is going to look like in the team the next coming years. So we got everyone's class schedule. We kind of blocked because we had a separate weight room at the time, so we couldn't just go in there as a full team. So we had to kind of like find guys' class schedules when they could go. So we kind of, as a group, four of us kind of held the team accountable for these workouts, and I think some guys needed that and others didn't. But I think at the end of the day, that's one of the key things, us coming together, man to man, keeping each other accountable. So I think that's important in a team, not just having, your upper management, your staff keeping you accountable. It's man to man keeping the guy next to you accountable. I think that's one of the big things that helped pave the way for our success in the next 2 seasons.
Good. That's a great example. That's a great example. And last question, can you tell me about a time you had to hit a strict deadline and how did you prioritize, manage your time?
So I would say in a professional setting, just at this point, I don't have a great example. Just based on the two jobs I've had, there hasn't been like a strict deadline. But what I can say to that is, throughout my time at St. Lawrence, just dealing with whatever it was, hockey, travel, and exam when it comes to exam time, I think that I learned that for myself, I would have to prep, 2 weeks, a month in advance. And I knew there were going to be classes I was going to have to allocate more time than others. Some I would just be able to understand the material more quickly than others. So I learned that for me, it became understanding my skill set and managing my time efficiently based on what I knew was going to take me a little bit longer than others to a kind of understand. So I think that just translates to anything, just understanding your own skill set and managing your time efficiently based on your certain skill set. So I think I have a good understanding of that. I'm not perfect about it, but I understand my own skills and how I need to manage time efficiently.
Okay, wonderful. Good. Okay, we can stop. We'll stop recording now.
Okay, sorry, I was a little bit nervous there at the first minute.